Welcome to Ethical Living in Pursuit of Wisdom from Judaism, the Talmud, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Judaism's history begins around 2000 BCE with a covenant between God, or Elohim, and Abraham. Over 1,000 years later, as the Jewish faithful believe, God's or Elohim's laws and commandments were revealed to the prophet Moses on Mount Sinai, forming the Torah, which is the first part of the Hebrew Bible. The Hebrew Bible, or Tanakh, and the ancient writings of the Talmud embody the beliefs and practices of Judaism. Present in every aspect of the religion is a single, omniscient, and compassionate God, or Elohim. The Talmud is a collection of early commentary by revered Jewish scholars and rabbis on the Holy Tanakh, and was compiled over a period of 300 years from 200 to AD 500, with the goal of helping the faithful to better understand and apply the laws and teachings as set out in the Holy Tanakh. Let us continue with selections from the Tractate Avot, or Fathers of the Mishnah, in the Talmud, which touch on the benefits of studying the Torah, moral principles, and the connection between our actions and the divine. Tractate Avot, Fathers of the Mishnah, Chapter 3. Rabbi Ishmael says, "Be swift before a superior, be kind to the young, and receive every person with cheerfulness." Rabbi Akiva says, "Laughter and lightheadedness bring a man to lewdness. Tradition is a fence around the law. Vows are a fence around purity. A fence around wisdom is silence." He would say, "Blessed is a man, because he was born in the image of the Lord. Blessed indeed is a man, because he was born in the image, as is said." Genesis 9, verse 6, "For in the image of God made he man." All is foreseen, but freedom of choice is granted, and the world is judged with charity, and all is measured by the number of good deeds. He would say, "All is given against a pledge, and the net is spread over all living, and the shop is open, and the storekeeper allows credit, and the ledger is open, and the hand inscribes, and whosoever wants credit shall come and borrow. But the collectors make their rounds regularly each day, and exact payment from each man, whether he is aware of it or not. And they have the things on which to rely, and the judgment is a true judgment, and everything is ready for the banquet." Rabbi Eleazar ben Azariah says, "If there is no learning, there is no good behavior. If there is no good behavior, there is no learning. If there is no wisdom, there is no fear. If there is no fear, there is no wisdom. If there is no understanding, there is no knowledge. If there is no knowledge, there is no understanding. If there is no bread, there is no learning. And if there is no learning, there is no bread." He used to say, "He whose wisdom is in excess of his deeds is likened to the tree, whose branches are many, and its roots are few. A wind comes and uproots it and turns it over, as is said, Jeremiah 17, verse 6. For he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, and in a salt land, and not inhabited. But he whose deeds are in excess of his wisdom is like a tree, whose branches are few, but its roots are many. Though all the winds of the world may come and blow at it, they shall not stir it from its place, as is said, Jeremiah 17, verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when he cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Tractate Abbot, Fathers of the Mishnah, Chapter 4. Ben Soma says, "Who is wise? He who learns from every man," as was said, Psalms 119, verse 99. "I am learned beyond any of my teachers." Who is mighty? He who can master his passions, as was said, Proverbs 16, verse 32. "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city." Who is rich? He that is happy with his portion, as was said, Psalms 128, verse 2. "For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee." Happy in this world, and happy in the world to come. Who is honored? He that honors his fellow man, as was said, 1 Samuel 2, verse 30. "For them that honor me I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed." Ben Asai says, "Run to fulfill a minor precept, as if it were a major precept, and run away from transgression, for a precept draws another precept, and a transgression draws another transgression." The reward of a precept is another precept, and the reward of a transgression is another transgression. He used to say, "Despise no one, and discriminate not against the thing, for there is not a man but has his hour, and there is not a thing but has its place." Rabbi Levitas of Yabneh says, "Be lowly in spirit, for the expectation of a man is but the worm." Rabbi Yohanan ben Beroka says, "Whosoever profanes the name of God in secret shall have the penalty exacted from him in public, whether one errs or whether one profanes deliberately." Rabbi Ishmael says, "He who learns in order to teach is given the opportunity to learn and to teach. He who learns in order to practice is given the opportunity to learn, to teach, to observe, and to practice." Rabbi Zadok says, "Make not thy learning a crown wherewith to boast of thyself, and make it not a spade wherewith to dig." For Hillel used to say, "He who makes use of the crown shall vanish. Thou may know that he that benefits from his learning removes his life from the world." For more information, please visit Internet Sacred Text Archive or sacred-text.com.
I think that animal ethics should be part of the school curriculum, or at least moral philosophy. Applied ethics should be part of the school curriculum, so that the children are given the opportunity to engage with this debate. Dr. Robert Garner, PhD, vegetarian.